Hello and welcome to the very first psychology lessons with Rab. Yeah, that's getting old. Today is going to be an insight into what the second half of AS psychology has to offer, and a little bit on attachment. AS psychology is split into two halves, memory and attachment, and as of the moment we're going to delve into attachment. So, let's get ready to rumble! The kind of psychology that we'll be focusing on is development psychology. This is the study of growing up and aging, and it's generally related to children. This is very relevant to attachment, as normally a person's first attachment is the bond between a child and its caretaker. An attachment between people has three main properties, one being that they must have an emotional connection between each other. This must be reciprocal, meaning that it works both ways, and it must be long-lasting between the two parties. So, how can we tell if a child is attached to someone? Well, the best way to determine this is by looking at four factors. Number one, does the child see the caretaker as a safe base? Meaning that they return to them when they're scared, hurt, or anxious. As a side note, contrary to popular belief, the further a child is willing to roam or explore away from the carer, while still in sight, the better relationship they have. Number two, the child is comforted by the presence of the caretaker. This is called reunion behaviour. Number three, stranger anxiety. The child should seek their caregiver in the presence of a stranger. And finally, number four, separation anxiety. If they were to lose sight of each other, they should begin to feel nervous due to their affection for one another. Although not part of the course, Schaffer's theory looks into a baby's development of attachment. It goes as follows. In the first 3 months of age, the newborn will attach itself to anyone. It has no preferences. After 4 months, it starts to gain preferences for certain people, learning to distinguish between primary and secondary caregivers. After 7 months, it will attach itself to one person, usually the mother, and it shows all of the aforementioned attachment factors. And after 9 months, the baby begins to form several attachments, as it becomes more independent. And that's all for today. The next thing we'll be looking at is either memory, or we're going to be going a little bit further into attachment, perhaps one or two of the studies. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe!